Hi everyone, this is CherryEnchantress, your romantic fairy, and I'm here with another pick a card, and this time the subject is who is your new love and how will they support you. So obviously this isn't going to be for everyone, but if you're looking for new love, let's see what's in the cards. We are approaching a major timeline shift coming up at the end of the week with an eclipse and a retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and so I feel like this is a new beginning for everybody. And if you are ready to go on this new timeline, I think you may be ready for a new love adventure. So let's see where it goes. Remember, only take this if it resonates. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. And if it doesn't resonate, then let it go. And there might be parts of it that resonate and other parts that don't. So only take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, male, female, masculine, feminine. Put yourself where you see yourself. It's not always going to be the same thing. You see images doesn't necessarily represent the physical features of the person you're going to be with, but it can be clues. So keep yourself open to the possibilities. I'm mostly taking it from a personality point of view initially and how they will support you. And then we're going to get into some fun game stuff and see if we can figure out their looks with the pendulum and my little pendulum dials here. And the menu from Queen Sugar will kind of give us more clues maybe, and so will the cherry on top characteristic cards. All right, so we have 3 cards or piles to choose from. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is represented by the strawberry quartz. Pile 2 is represented by the rose quartz. And pile 3 is represented by the smoky quartz. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in through your nose. Close your eyes, release your breath through your mouth. Now open your eyes and let them be drawn to the pile that's calling you. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Let's begin. And here is pile number 1 with the strawberry quartz. And the main card is this card, and this one too, and these two. So these were pre-shuffled and helped provide an energy for this pile. And so we have Hermes, communication. I think I'll adjust this a little. So Hermes being here is saying that this person who's coming through for you is going to encourage you to develop better communication, or somebody that you're going to communicate really well with. They will support you by helping you focus on your skills in your emotional and your rational intelligence. And they will help you be able to express yourself with honesty in real time. He also supports your favorite form of divination and practicing it regularly. So this is a person who, if you like the pick a cards or whatever you like, this type of community, he supports you in this. He could be of the same inclination or not. It doesn't matter. I think he just simply is a supporter of the occult and this genre. All right, and so let's see more about who he is and what else is coming through, or he or she, because like I said, even though it's a male form right there, this is just their energy. Okay, male, female, masculine, feminine, or other. Take it as it resonates. So we have the Hermit, introspection, self-discovery, and mentorship. So also possible Virgos here, and this could be a quiet type, and also a teacher type as well. We have Ace of Air, inspiration, communication, and adjustments. So this is a skilled communicator and also somebody who helps you communicate. And maybe that's how you find them, through some kind of communication scenario. And then you have the Page of Earth. Studious, maybe in school you might meet them, or some kind of course of study. This is studious, prepared, and cheerful. The Hermit says, seek and ye shall find. Ask your guardian angels for someone who can provide you with wise counsel and loving guidance, and you will discover a wonderful mentor or spiritual teacher. Or maybe it's time for you to step out into the open as a teacher with many spiritual gifts. Do not underestimate the brightness of the light you have to offer others. And if you are currently on a quest for peace and enlightenment, do your seeking within. Meditation, time spent in nature can provide great insight. And that could be very well the place where you meet this person. And the angels are saying, we love helping you, but we also know the power of having a human guide. Let us help establish the perfect spiritual mentoring relationship for you. And so definitely this is maybe a time where you're in solitude or just away from your normal grind, and that could be where this happens, where you discover somebody through, it feels like a spiritual thing, like you might meet somebody through a spiritual thing, but we'll learn more. So it's also discovering yourself, like through a spiritual growth within yourself is where what maybe opens up the possibility for new love to come through. There is some excellent advice coming through that you should probably take. And even though I haven't read the other cards yet, I feel like the other cards will validate and emphasize that. This is also, yes, taking a break from your hectic life, which is what I was feeling too. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be a trip anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be time alone per se, but it is time away from your usual scene, the usual noise, the hustle and bustle. So the Ace of Air is about, great inspiration coming through you. On your mark, get set, go. You're off to a fabulous start on a fresh new intellectual challenge. The prospects are very exciting and you're quite sure you have it all figured out. And you probably do. And this card can show you that you might just need a few course corrections as you go along, which is kind of interesting because course corrections makes me think of like when you're in college and you have sort of like a list of courses, and then you decide, wait a minute, you know what, I think I want to change majors or something, so it could be something like that literally coming through here. But however this resonates with you, get excited. Consider any changes to your plan to be your guardian angel's way of helping you make everything all more perfect. And communication, again, is very important in any endeavor. So here we go with this communication energy. That's where you're finding this person, through your decisions to communicate well and clearly and create detail about and with those that you work with. And I know we have Mercury retrograde coming up, and that sometimes when misunderstandings come through, and in the misunderstanding, we could find ourselves in, a perspective realizing, it's your opportunity now to course correct, to communicate decisively and clearly, instead of letting the misunderstanding go, ride. But no worries, because I feel Hermes here, or this person coming through, is going to be a very compassionate person, and they'll be very like open-minded about. They're not gonna like jump on every wrong word that you say, like they're like, oh, I get what you're meaning. Are you meaning this? And then you'll be like, oh, thank God you figured it out, because sometimes I'm misunderstood. So I feel like it's something like that. The angels are saying, calm down. The little bumps in the road you're encountering are just meant to help you perfect your plan. Rather than let them annoy you, give thanks for them, because they could be actually leading you to this person, and they're here for your benefit, and you'll be glad of the gains in the end. So new ideas coming through, go with them. And your mental health is improving, go with that. A cool concept or project or something having to do with school or exams. And so with the Page of Earth, I think definitely it could be related to studies. So the Page of Earth as a situation is like wonderful news coming in, receiving an outstanding job offer, or learning that you're accepted into a school, or bonuses or awards for a job well done, doing something more challenging and fulfilling. Tomorrow looks very bright, and you have every reason to hope for a prosperous future. And Pumpkin just jumped on my lap, so that's a good sign. This is love, y'all. And so as a person, this Page of Earth is someone innocent and hopeful with a youthful, upbeat, optimistic personality, someone who knows what they want out of life and is ready to go for it, someone who's extremely bright and studious, who's receptive to learning new things, and someone fun to be around and occasionally mischievous. And the angels are saying, we can tell you're a bit giddy about what is coming, and frankly, so are we. Embrace the future. If an opportunity presents itself, run with it or create your own new ways to shine. We are right here supporting you, and we can't wait to soar with you on angel wings. And you know what? That the angel of this person coming through has that quality. Like, they're supporting you and they want to soar with you on angel wings. So I love that. And so this is definitely, because it's pages and aces are generally beginnings of something new. So right here with you have the ace and the page, and it's new and exciting. So consider taking classes or seminars, attending seminars, or taking some time off, or getting a change of scenery, being sympathetic to other people's points of views. Get into communications type situations, where you're hearing lectures or debates or things like that. So that could be interesting for you, and that could be where this person comes through. So let's see what your energy oracle is. Okay, you got carrying connections. So it does feel very like lofty and witty and brainy, this pile, and communications, and mostly like throat chakra energy, but your heart will be definitely stimulated. And this person is very, like, shows you how they care in a gentle, kind way as well. Like, they're not going to be all know-it-all energy. They're definitely going to be very caring. And this is like, they could actually even be love language of touch, which may be unexpected. This card shows a couple in a tender embrace, and the woman is holding a blossom of new love. And this is beginnings of a relationship, and can be deepening of somebody that you've already been with. But for most of you, I think, you're here because you're seeking the new love. But it could be a new phase in a current energy. Generally speaking, I think it's not, but for some of you, it could be. It could be somebody you're giving a second chance to through this new timeline shift. But for most of you, I feel like the energy of leaving that, letting that go, and then focusing on a new energy is what's happening here. And anyway, even if it, in general, you're just going to be connecting with new people and all around, and they're coming towards you, and you'll make friends too, and everything becomes a little bit more intimate, more purposeful, more present, more kindred, more like-minded, and your bonds are getting deeper. And yes, there could be a tender karmic connection at hand here. All right, so let's get, I feel like I didn't plan this order, but I think I'm gonna do the pendulum next. Okay, and then we'll get the cherry on top. All right, so sorry, this is kind of silly. There's some actors here. We just see, like, what actor do they look most like? I have a whole bunch of others. Okay. If it resonates, it resonates. It doesn't, it doesn't. Like if it's like, oh yeah, that's my type. I like those kinds of looks. Oh, yes, Henry Cavill. Very good. Good choice, good choice. Let's try another one. So if you're interested in the lady form, let's try this one. I'm gonna write this down so if you, yes, pile 1 got Henry Cavill. And black hair, or who's my girl, Jennifer Connelly. Okay, here's some other ladies. Oh, and then we have Scarlett Johansson. Very good. I you know, if I was interested in girls, I would totally go for Scarlett. All right, and here's some eye colors. I did have one that had hair colors. I don't know what happened to that one. Oh no, I still have that. I still have that. Okay. Let's just do that. Okay. We got black eyes. Okay. All right. Let's see about skin color. Is that important? Black goes pretty much with any skin color. Oh, we got a Latin. Nice. Okay. And then finally, hair color. Oh, you know, it's so funny. I think I have a spirit that's redhead because when I was using the pendulum a lot in the early days of my channel and when I did readings like this, and I would always get like red hair, black guy with red hair, and people would be like, what the heck? But yeah, maybe a redhead. Okay. All right, so now, okay, let's just leave that there and let's get a little bit of le menu. Oh, I have cherries on the bottom. How cute. Oh, nice. We have chocolate chip cookies. Sweet, comforting, family-oriented, warm, and good with kids. Oh, that's nice. All right, let's see what else about their characteristic, their personality here. We have water for giving on the bottom. Air, honest, very nice. So it feels, you know, like, you know, earth sign maybe, but also air. We have air coming through, and 2 earths and an air. I feel like just the honesty is definitely the quality here. So, and communication. All right. I hope you like that. I'm going to move on to the next, and you can move on with me, and like you can create your own reading. Like if parts of this resonate and other parts didn't, then move on to the next one and see what resonates over there and put the pieces together and create your future that you want. You're manifesting it. I'm not doing anything. I'm just here helping, guiding you into a particular visual that will help you manifest what you want in your future. All right, I'm moving on to the next. And please like, subscribe, and thumbs up. And you picked pile number 2 with the rose quartz. And so let's start with the goddess and gods and titans card. So you have Mithras, sacrifice. So this person coming through for you is somebody who is going to validate the sacrifices that you've made, and they support your work. This person, he or she, but generally he, helps to keep you balanced so that you don't overgive and that you don't completely go selfless. Sometimes when we overgive or become too selfless and don't focus on ourselves enough, then we start to get into like a resentment energy. And this guy coming through is going to really help support you and keep you balanced so that doesn't happen, which I think is really great. All right, let's see more about the person and anything else we need to know. A 10 of water. Oh yeah, and this pile had an extra card. So family, love, and blessings. This is definitely like a happily ever after energy. This is somebody who is somebody that you could possibly marry or have a family with. Somebody who is very loving. And then we have the strength card. And this is courage, compassion, and perseverance. And we have the King of Water. Compassionate, understanding, and trustworthy. So compassion twice, which is important. Whenever you get similar words, then there's an emphasis there. Oh, and then the 2 of water. So this was the extra card, and I was like, you know what, I'll take it. And so this is partnership, commitment, and reconciliation, possibly for some of you. Now, most of you are here because you're looking for something new. There may be just a few of you that could be thinking possibly you can level up the current situation, or maybe somebody from the past, you give them a second chance or something, but generally that's not the case here. This is new love coming through, okay? So let's get into who this person, well, let's talk about the 10 of water first. The 10 of water indicates a time of great happiness and emotional fulfillment in your life. And that is, I feel like it's on the horizon. Maybe you're already starting to feel some of it, but it's definitely on the horizon. And it comes also with a sense of family harmony with people who you share your life with. And so it includes children. Maybe not, but I think for most of you it includes children somehow, some way, like current children you have, or future children you will have, or other people's children. And there is this feeling of balance, again, balance and peace and pride and joy. And even if you don't have it all, you have one another. So definitely a shared energy, a balance, a support energy here. And so it makes what you don't have less important when you have this person in your life. And it also represents understanding that relationships do require effort and forgiveness and understanding and kindness and love from all parties involved. And everybody has to work together. But the rewards are priceless. So the angels are saying, we are surrounding you and your family of birth or chosen with love, and we're joining with the guardian angels of those you care about to create a bubble of peace around everyone. Contentment is rare and a beautiful emotion. Wrap yourself up in it. And this is feeling very fulfilled and long-lasting. This is a long-term relationship here. You're going to feel safe and protected and very blessed too. And there could feel, generally speaking, it's not necessarily a material success, but I think even with I think it is possible that you could be feeling a material well-being as well, but mostly it is a sense of peace, emotionally and spiritually, and feeling so blessed, and lots of groups of people who love and look out for one another, and a lot of unconditional love. And we have the King of Water too, and the Two of Water. So this is a lot of love coming through. The Strength card represents courage and compassion and perseverance. And you have been blessed with the heart of fortitude and the ability to have kindness to accomplish anything. There's no challenge or adversity you can't overcome. You may not realize how strong you are, but the divine knows that you possess the gift of gentle strength. Your spiritual nature will always win out over other people's negativity. There's no need for you to back down from your convictions, although it may be necessary to say no to others in order to be kind to yourself. Just relay the information in a compassionate way and all will be well. It isn't enough to be gentle with others. You must also be gentle with yourself. So that goes back to the sacrifice energy. I think you two will be good for each other, constantly balancing your ability to give and not overgive, finding that beautiful balance. And the angels are saying, you are so much stronger than you realize. We will help you establish a connection with your endless inner strength and personal resilience. It's also about forgiving and forgetting. It's interesting, I read in Linda Goodman's book about forgiving and forgetting, and how true forgiveness is forgetting. Like you don't even remember what they did wrong anymore. Then you know you gave them. But if you still remember, then you haven't truly forgiven it. So it's kind of it's important to let it go as well. To let it go, and yeah, you don't carry over. And if it's somebody else who's hurt you and you're looking for new love, then the only way to get the new love is to let go of the pain of the past. Yeah, like my little card that comes out, and just focus on self-love and your courage and your tolerance of others. And whenever the Strength card comes out, I always think of the Serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. And when God gives you that sign of what is what, God, Spirit, or your higher self, or wherever you get that message, then follow that, and that will lead you, I think, to this person. And so the Two of Water is definitely about a balance, a partnership, a relationship, a commitment, things moving into more meaningful phase for some of you, but also a new start in your life. And old wounds will be healed. And if this person comes through and you aren't sure, Spirit is saying, yes, this is for you. There could be gifts exchanged, and this person is interestingly a giver just like you, and you learn how to balance each other's gift giving and receiving with each other, and learning not to overgive with each other. So there's a lot of mutual respect and understanding, and all misunderstandings will be resolved, and kindness and compassion are on the top of again, compassion are on the top of the priority list here. This is top for Mithras, is compassion, or for your future person. And so the angels are saying relationships can heal. If you really are stuck on wanting to heal a current relationship, then that's fine. Keep trying. But I feel definitely it could be something new. So either way, don't give up on love, don't give up on it. The angels will guide you through the process, and all will be well. And it definitely could represent you falling in love, or just feeling very close, like this is your friend now, like this person is a friend, and it feels like it's growing into something else. And it's the end of a conflict, and an unexpected gift, and a powerful connection. And so finally, the King of Water will find out more about your situation and who this person is, what his qualities are. Right now, you may be in when this person approaches, I think you're going to feel that the level of maturity is rising. Like, it's not petty anymore. It's not it's not childish, it is emotional maturity and somebody who's trustworthy. The people involved have everyone's interests in mind, and there's a desire to resolve any challenges in a kind and compassionate way. If your heart is moved to support a particular cause or charity, do so with passionate determination and accept advice given in a kind and caring manner as being good as gold. And so as a person, this is a courteous, honorable person who has great integrity when it comes to matters of the heart. This is a humanitarian who cares about people and animals and can be very vocal about it, outspoken. This is an upstanding member of the community. This is a person who has a great reputation and a loving, possibly a loving parent, you know, not for everybody, but I feel like we have the family energy here. Either he's a loving parent or he just has a very tight-knit family, or you do, or something having to do with family and kids is part of your scenario here. And the angels are saying it is safe to trust now. The situation is as it appears, and the other people involved have great integrity. You can set your fear and worry aside and experience your positive emotions fully. And so this could also be a person who has the love of art and music or dance, and these are places where you could find your person through these genres. This is a fair mediator. This is somebody who listens carefully, and Spirit is asking you also to listen carefully to others. This is also a person who is diplomatic and approaches challenges with, with maturity, not with what's the other word? I don't know. Immaturity. With not getting easily triggered or anything, but being calm about it and seeing it in a reasonable way. All right, and then you finally have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, with the Energy Oracle, and the third chakra. And by the way, this could be a little clue to names, like maybe something with CH, like cherry. It's funny because I go by Cherry Chaka in a different place. But Shamuel could also be Samuel or Sam. So I know that I picked that up from this card. And the third chakra has to do with the energy center that is located right there at the solar plexus. And it is the center of your life force energy. And so the issues with your person here could have something to do with emotions of desire too, and it can have something to do with an increased enthusiasm in life. It's great time to complete your desires, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused and powerful and purposeful way. And this angel of power is with you now, so go for it. So Mithras is, he really is about validating you and supporting your work. And I feel like when that happens, it does something in your insides. It makes you feel stronger. It gives you strength. It makes you feel like you can do it. And that kind of encouragement is, it's priceless. It's beautiful, and it makes you feel like everything up until this point has been worth it. All right, so now let's go to the fun stuff and get a little pendulum. We're gonna start with these actors, and if it doesn't resonate, this is just for fun. Also, if you prefer the feminine shape, I'll bring out some of those too. And so let's see. I'm gonna make a note of where it lands. I don't know all their names. Okay, that's, I think, Tyson something or other. Tyson. Okay. And let's see now. Let's get some girls involved here. I like the sound of the pendulums, one of my favorite ASMR sounds. And that's the other thing, you know, like, okay, you have Jennifer Connelly with black hair. All right, let's see who else. We have some other ladies here. And they, I guess, has to do with skin tones. But, you know, just take it, be loose, take it how you want to. Either somewhere between dark brown and Native American. Okay, I'll just say dark brown. All right, and then we have, let's see what color eyes we have. And you know, native was not necessarily Native American, native of whatever, of wherever they are, just native, I guess. Ooh, hazel, pretty. All right, let's see. We got some more here. We've got skin tones, more skin tones. I'm just doing as many as I can, just so this is, you know, we have a lot of people here that watch. Ebony, okay, but you know, the dark came out twice. Okay, and let's see about hair color. And also, it's kind of funny because not necessarily matches. It's like, for some of you, you're going to find somebody who has gray hair, and some of you are going to find somebody who has ebony skin, but not necessarily both. Let's just look at it that way, because last time I did this, I got a lot of black redheads. All right, black hair too. Very good. Okay, so if you so now we're going to get some. We're going to get some le menu. What's on the menu? Gives us a little extra. We got cheesecake on the bottom. Oh, Belgian waffles. Virgo. All right. Organized, routines, balanced, energy, and warm. Very nice. So that balance is coming through. Let's see about, we have the characteristic cards. Cherry on top. And we have water for giving at the bottom, which is really, that's a big theme in this one too. Ooh, earth youthful, very nice. All right, so if you guys like that, thumbs up. Feel free to comment below and share it. And please subscribe and check your subscription and check your bell for notifications too. I appreciate you so much. Check out all the other chapters as well, and I'll see you at the next one. And here is pile number 3 with the Smokey Quartz. Oh, let's put that there. Okay. And we have a few different cards here, but I'm going to start off with this one, the Gods and Titans card. And you have Apollo. Apollo is about inquiry or inquisitiveness, being curious, wanting to learn things. Apollo, by the way, other than being the god of being the sun god, he is also a healer and god of music. He created magical songs that could heal illness when sung by humans. And so as also being the sun god, he relays divine messages, and he worked with the Oracle Delphi, and together they divine things. They came up with messages for people. So he recognizes the oracle in you. In other words, that in your wisdom, your intuition, your knowing ability, your psychic powers, or your clairs, or whatever, he recognizes this in you. And it's almost like automatically you're connected. It's like you're going to meet your Apollo and your Delphi, and suddenly you're like one and the same, and you're connected. And together you could be working together, not just romantically connected, but also life path connected. And And you can help other people with their insight and their knowing. And also helping others know that they have the final say to their future and the power to make good decisions. So it's not just about it's not about what you may see or what your person sees, but together you help other people with their visions. And in other words, it's about their decision. They see it for themselves. It's their future. They're creating it. And you are kind of an oracle, but in a way that is more of a guide or something. And your person is helping you achieve this because they are also kind of in the same field or in the same wavelength or thought pattern as you, and they support you. Basically, they support your inquiry too. When they support the fact that you ask questions and that you're curious, and they support where your curiosity leads. And sometimes curiosity can lead in places that can be unsafe, maybe, but I think he also wants to protect you through those places where you need protection in order to see your curiosity through. Now this part I just channeled just right now. I didn't get this message earlier, so it's kind of interesting. All right, and so let's see a little bit more about what's going on here and who this is. So we have the King of Earth. Prosperous, generous, and successful. We have the Two of Earth, balanced, prioritization, and playfulness. And we have the Chariot, willpower, victory, and recognition. The Chariot as a sign can be the sign of Cancer. All right, and so the King of Earth, though, is a beautiful person because the King of Earth is the King of Pentacles, which I see as the King of Kings. They are all of the kings combined in one. They have the Midas touch. They're like the ultimate of kings. It's kind of like being Pisces in the wheel of astrology. Like that's the end house or the end sign where they've accumulated all the lessons of the previous signs. And kind of the king is the same way. As a situation, though, this is saying that all your plans are blessed right now. Very nice. And this is a time of great prosperity and success. And your finances are flowing effortlessly and smoothly. And promotions are very positive. And changes in your job are likely. It's possible that you meet this person through a change in your job. And just like Apollo energy here gave me this thing that you may be working with this person and have the same life path and vision. So that could be, and it's fruitful, it's very abundant, it's very money successful as well. Successful in a spiritual and emotional way, but I feel like in a tangible way as well. And so career opportunities and positive money changes and job changes and promotions in your life. And it feels like it's more near than maybe the other readings. This timeline shift that you're about to go on is like right at the other end of the rainbow is where this starts to happen for you. So within the next 3 months, I believe. And interestingly, I watched a video, a reading from Kino, and she had the what's happening in the next 3 months. So you might like to check that and see if it resonates with this, Now, the King of Earth as a person is possibly someone whose professional life is soaring or who's at the pinnacle of their career. This is a powerful person who is deserving of this position due to hard work and great integrity. This is a very experienced person who genuinely knows what's best for everyone involved. This is someone willing to offer up advice freely and with a warm heart. And the angels are saying you have the Midas touch right now, and maybe you're meeting somebody with the Midas touch, and all the opportunities that you seize will turn to gold. Just like that generous and loving heart of yours, the universe is going to shower you with amazing blessings, and no one is more deserving. Enjoy every moment of it. So it's funny because a lot of times during my lives, when I read for people, a lot of times I get the money mixed in with a new love in their life, or love, like meeting somebody and then the money coming in, or getting money and then the person comes in. Not in a like greedy way, I'm going to take your money kind of way, but somehow that's connected. So here we have this connection again. And overall, though, it could also have to do with your investments. And this could be a manager, or you're a manager and you work with them, or it feels kind of like equal energy, but you could be working under them, or you could be working above them. But mostly I'm feeling equal across the board, maybe board of directors or something, like, or just in the same room. Okay, I feel this is also environmental activism, so it could be that you're connected to the environment too somehow. I feel like older people who are a little bit more mature, not like maybe this is your second go around in love, or your third go around in love, like a committed relationship too, kind of feeling like that. And because, for some of you, you could even retire together or grow old together, just kind of getting that energy. It's not necessarily marriage, but it could be. I just feel but I do feel a stable, healthy, happy, committed connection and that feels like it has longevity to it. The Two of Earth is representing juggling so many things at once. So it could be you meet during a time where you've got a lot going on, and that's good. And maybe they help you. Maybe there's somebody that comes through to assist you with all the things that you're juggling, and you make eye contact and all the balls drop and something like that, I feel like it's interesting too, because as life seems challenging, and just be playful, bring playful energy to your tasks, and take little breaks to laugh with a friend. And I feel like that person coming through is the person that's going to make you laugh and take life a little less seriously. And you're definitely going to make more room to laugh and more room for this person. It's funny, I've been watching the show Younger, and it's very corporate, they're publishers and all of this, and it feels like that kind of world almost. Maybe it's not exactly, but I feel like people who are in power positions here, suddenly something light happens and they don't take life as seriously, and they find too that they are a little bit easier. But it doesn't have to be that. It could be a spiritual connection, community too. It could be two people working in, in some kind of occult situation together, or it could be a church things too. It could be lots of things, but I feel like you're very like-minded, and your life path is very in the same direction. So, but it definitely, money and finances are going to be part of the situation somehow, some way. And you're going to be feeling more abundant. And I see the Two of Earth as you have fun in one area of your life, the ships are coming in another area of your life, so passive income. So there could be a way that the two of you figure out how to make some passive income, or money come trickling in all different directions by doing one thing and getting like royalties and things like that. Yeah. So this person could be somebody who gets royalty checks from something. That's another possibility too. Or somebody who's not at. He doesn't have to work because they did one thing that created a monthly or bi-monthly or weekly finance revenue flow, something like that. I don't know, I'm hearing lots of weird words that I don't understand in this world, but some of you might be in this world. So just, be open and enjoy. Try not to do too much at once, but I feel like this person's going to come in and help you by reducing your stress level, and helping you not be overwhelmed by work. Yes, very nice. Very, very good. I think what you need is a partner in crime in this situation. So be adaptable to change and embrace your multitasking ability. Oh, this person could be a Renaissance man, somebody who is good at a lot of things, like master of none, what's the jack of all trades, master of none. But at the same time, I think he's a jack of all trades and a Midas touch of a lot, like he can master a lot of things too, or she. So yeah, doesn't have to be a masculine or male, but I do feel the masculine energy. But anyway, so the Chariot is talking about your success, and it could be your joint success together. I just feel like a strong unit here. I keep seeing the Two of Cups card that's in a different pile, and when I shuffled, that pile had an extra card, but I feel like I don't know what pile that card was meant for, and it could have been meant for this pile, because I'm feeling a partnership very strong here, of any kind, of all kinds too. But the Chariot is talking about your moment to shine. This card indicates that you'll receive recognition for the amazing things that you've accomplished. And when you find yourself in the spotlight, remember to embrace the warmth and love that has so deservedly come your way. If you feel uncomfortable with the attention, ask your angels to give you the confidence you need to step forward. You may find yourself called to balance multiple priorities, projects, or people. Yes, at this time, stay centered and grounded. Avoid the temptation to go into drama about the situation. If you present a calm, collected, positive demeanor, you will experience great success. So yes, this person coming through is going to help ground you. Perfect. I think it's just what you need. The angels are saying you're doing a wonderful job and deserve all the positive feedback you're receiving. Don't allow anything to throw you off course. We're so very proud of you. You're going to be feeling a really strong clarity of purpose and a well-deserved promotion, possible business travel, remaining calm during challenges. And this could represent two modes of transportation, maybe a new car, maybe on a trip somewhere or drive. Maybe your person has a really nice car. Maybe you meet, my mom and her twin flame, or that I call him twin flame, but anyway, it was her second love in her life. They met on a tour to Europe, so it could be something like that, and they actually bonded while they were riding on the tour bus. So there's a possibility right there too. And so let's see what your energy oracle has to say. We have the World. Okay, so that really correlates with travel, and it also correlates with connecting with networking. I was hearing, networking is, and reaching out to people of all types and sorts, and somehow through your work, you may find this person as well, and you're just a good team. So the World talks about expansion and opening up. So you can see, I don't know, I always thought this was a woman, but there's a man in this picture looking out at the world, and you can see kind of he's on a pier, and it's the earth is actually rotating in this picture, and the card is wouldn't that be neat if we had cards that we do have the lenticular cards, but it would be neat if we had little holograms, of the holographic cards. That's the vision of the future. So expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could possibly be referring to creating or expanding a more global network through the internet or social marketing. This is also that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now's the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. I'm also feeling a lot of the people here could be the masculine or the male looking into this pile, perhaps, because it feels like this represents that masculine and their world, you know. And so this is if you're the feminine or the female, so to speak, just say feminine or the querent, the feminine querent, then you could be connecting with the masculine that is really connected to the world and a very financially lucrative kind of person. All right, so now let's get into the fun parts. We are supposed to play, after all. That's what that card says. So we're going to find out about their looks using the pendulum. So don't take this part too seriously. It's mostly for fun, but you just never know. You just never know. All right, we're going to start off with these guys. Okay. Hopefully it lands on somebody I know their name. Oh, yes. And I thought it was going to land on him. That's Joe Monteaglio, something like that. He's Sofia Vergara's husband. He was in the stripper movie, whatever. Anyway, he seems like a really nice person. Oh, yeah. And he's got a new series out. You know, Mr. Beast has that series of that just came out about people winning money, which I thought was really well done. This guy does too, Joe. Okay, so let's see who else. I'm going to write down Joe on this pile 3. I think that's his name. Okay, and for girls, I don't know if I should. Yeah, I guess I'll do it like that. And this is about hair color, but it could also have anything to do with these ladies. We have Christy Brinkley, Jennifer Connelly, and Linda Carter. But nope, red hair coming through, or a red head. Okay. Let's see about skin color. Normally, of course, light peach would go with red hair, but you just never know. Like, when it comes to women and men too, like whatever it comes to people, we can do all kinds of stuff with our combinations. So we got dark brown. And also, like I was saying that to the other pile, some of it could be for, you know, some of you could be with a redhead and some of you could be with a dark-haired person or a dark-eyed person. Let's see about the eyes. Hazel, I think, yep. All right, we have some more dudes here and skin tones. I just like the sound of the pendulum. It's another reason why I like to use it. And oh, ebony skin. All right, and we have hair color. Ooh, highlighted hair, right? Or light brown. It's on the it's on the line. So either or, let's just say either one, highlighted or light brown. All right then. So that is your fun little game there. And so now let's find out a little bit more with Le Menú. This is a fun deck that clean sugar made. And they got chocolate chip cookies on the bottom. Oh, chili pepper, Aries, fiery, energetic, adventurous, direct, and brave. All right, and with the cherry on top characteristic cards, let's see. We have water, forgiving, and fire, passionate. Very nice. Very nice. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Share it too. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell for notifications. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. And just double check for me and make sure you're still subscribed. And those of you who are members, I appreciate you so much. I don't know what I did with my member list, but you know who you are, and I thank you. And maybe one of these days I'm going to make a scroll of all of my members like some people do. But I thank all of you. And if you want to become a member, then check out the join button, and it'll give you a list of tiers and where you can get badges and emojis and just help support the channel. Just you being here is a great help to the channel, and I thank you so much. And so what's next up this week? We have I'm going to go live on Friday night. Yep. And I'll be doing a few shorts in the meantime. And yeah, if you need a private reading, please reach out, because this is a very strong energy coming through with the Mercury retrograde and the eclipse. So if you're interested in a private reading having to do with these energies, let me know. Otherwise, I will be talking about that on Friday, probably a little bit more. All right, so I'll see you then. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.